We're excited now to welcome in Chief Chris Barron of the Manchaca Fire Rescue. He was awarded this morning the IAFC Volunteer Fire Chief of the Year award. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How does that feel? What does it mean to you to be recognized with such a prestigious award?
It's certainly an honor and a privilege to receive this award, and I feel blessed that I even received it or was even nominated. But you know, we've done a lot of things in our community, and we've done a lot of things not only for our community but also our firefighters. And the fact that we've come a long way in a short amount of time is really something, and it's important to be recognized. And certainly it's deserving, but it's also kind of it's humble. It's a humble feeling to know that you've come this so far. And now it's kind of like reaching the top of the mountain. You receive this award, and what's next? So we have to look at some better ways to improve our services and figure out what's next for us. You know, what else can we do for our community?
Do you already have something in mind, something planned that you want to work on? You
know, one of the things I was trying to instill in some of my firefighters that still needs improvement on is how would we want our public to be treated? You know, treat others as you would want to be treated. And if we can come up with maybe a new motto or a theme of treat others like you want to be treated, maybe that would help us give a better service to our customers and those folks that are having a bad day and the worst day of their life.
Right. That's great advice. Now, I understand this is not the only role that you have with the fire service. Explain a little bit.
Right, so I got started in the fire service, I guess 24 years ago by riding out with a neighbor of mine, going on volunteer fire department calls and EMS calls, and I never thought this would be a profession. My goal in life was to become a multi-millionaire in a Dell, a corporation type of thing, and you know how things fall in place. So I ended up getting on with the State Fire Marshal's office as Director of Fire Prevention, and I served there for about 5 years. And then an opportunity came involved for me that led me to become the Executive Director with the State Firefighters Association of Texas. And we represent about 23,000 firefighters across the state in EMS and actually internationally now. So it helps me to be able to wear not only the fire chief hat, but also an executive director hat, because I can talk the lingo. I can not only be an administrator, which is what my education is, but also be able to be one of the guys when issues come about. So when I have to testify at the Capitol or go to DC to speak on an issue important to the fire service, I'm talking the lingo, and when questions are asked, I know the answers generally, and if not, I can find out. So it really helps me with both roles, and more importantly, it helps to have a board of directors of both organizations that support me in my duties, not only as a chief, but also as an executive director, and both have a mutual understanding that, you know, sometimes I can't give 100% to the fire department, or I can't give 100% to the association, but if I can make sure that both are on track with where they need to go for their mission, then that's what matters.
You're obviously doing something right, giving them enough of your time to get where you are today. What advice would you give to other fire chiefs in succeeding in their roles?
So the advice I would give for others to exceed in their leadership abilities and, you know, look for awards is involve your community, involve your firefighters in your planning of your organization. It's one thing to sit down and have an iron fist, clad fist, and say, this is the way we're going to do it. But if you involve your firefighters and get the buy-in from the firefighters so that they feel like they have some ownership in the organization, they feel like they're being listened to. For example, setting a truck committee together so that one individual or a couple command staff individuals just aren't making all the decisions. The firefighters are saying, Chief, you know, we could use a compartment in the truck cab rather than on the outside, and you have their involvement and buy-in. That really helps you with the organization push it forward because they feel happier, and certainly they feel more inviting to come to the fire station and work. And one of the things that we try to do with our recent fire station build is make it more home-like and really involve the community.
Well, it's great advice. Chief, congratulations again, and thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.